Are you sure?
I am
Genesis 1, verse 1. In the beginning, in the beginning, yeah, in the
Listen properly.
in the beginning, yeah, in the
Terry.
beginning.
I can hear it twice from you. Why?
In the
Stop! I hear
beginning.
myself. What is happening? What is happening?
I love it.
What is happening? Help.
I love it.
This is not okay.
In the beginning.
Help. I'm stuck here with terrors. Help.
Not optional.
Okay, hold on.
Why is the stopping point on a different page than what?
Because
What
your
the
mom
fuck?
edited the document.
Wait, no, but wait, hold. Let
I'm
me show
holding.
you what it looks like on my end.
I don't know.
Look, why is it?
How much? Yeah. How much did you zoom in? Because I have it at 200%. The zoom. Maybe that makes a difference.
Does that?
Or actually, maybe because I have a higher resolution monitor and that.
No,
changes.
it doesn't change at all.
Which page is it on from the Google Doc? Because for me it's 41 of 87.
It's 43 of 89.
Well, there you go. You have more pages because your monitor is capable of displaying less for whatever reason. Probably because resolution.
And I have like three different screens that are all different resolutions. Oh no. Fine,
What are you? Professionalism.
I'm sure it's just delete that anyway.
Okay, so I would like to ask for a recap on the diet.
Well, okay. So, between you cannot work on the first day, and and the seventh day, right? So you got this day 1 and day 7. You're not allowed to work.
Mm-hmm.
Now the consequences of which are undefined, so you don't want to risk it because you don't know what will happen.
Okay.
If throughout the first week there's anything leaving the house, you will just die. Like you'll go belly up like a fish.
So what if I have children and they're leaving the house?
Well, then they're gonna die.
Okay.
Okay. Between days. Yeah, sure, let's go with that. Days 8 and 9, you can do whatever the fuck you want. There is no rules. On day 10, you have to get a lamb that's no blemishes. It has to be 1 year old. It has to be male. And also on that day, you have to obtain a goat. That's kind of it has to be obtained on that day. If you obtain it past midnight, the rest you're gone. You're done. That's it. Game over. Days 11 through 13, once again, you're free. You're nothing. You just do whatever the fuck you want. Day 14, right? This is where it gets really interesting. You get the goat blood on door frames, and it does specify both sides and top. You have to eat the goat at night, so don't do it during the daytime. It has to be at night. The goat has to be roasted, and it has to be roasted on a fire. So do not try and like flash freeze it or something. It has to be roasted on a fire, and you have to eat unleavened bread with wild lettuce. Now, if it's like domestic lettuce or foreign lettuce or something, it has to be wild lettuce. You have to go and find lettuce in the wild.
R
It cannot be
slash
raw.
lettuce gone wild.
You can't boil it in water. Just fire. I mean, you can boil it in fire? Question mark. It only specifies that you can't boil it in water. So if you can boil it in other things, maybe, like wine? Question mark.
But it's just fire, okay? So no, only fire.
You have to eat everything, like the head and the feet and the guts. You have to just eat all of it, like one whole entire goat. There can't be no leftovers until morning, and if there are leftovers, you have to burn them with fire. So don't burn them with other things like plasma. not allowed. Right? I know that may upset many of you, but you're not allowed. And it's now this is the apparel you have to wear during this whole entire endeavor of day 14. You have to wear a belt on your waist. It has to be on your waist. If you put it too low, where most people wear a belt these days, so if it's not on your waist, if it's a bit down, that's it. You're just gonna kill over and die.
If your belt is a bit down, you're gonna go down.
You have to have shoes on your feet, not your head. You have to have a stave in hand, just the one hand. So everything else you're doing whilst holding a stave. So you have with the other hand. I advise right-handed people to hold the stave in their left hand. That's there isn't it doesn't specify which hand you have to use. So
what if I'm ambidextrous?
Well, a Lord be with you in that case. You also have to eat with speed. Speeding. You have to eat fast enough to get a speeding ticket. If you hear a whistle and you get a yellow card, there you go, done. You're doing it right. Oh, and then between days of the late day of 14 and late day of 21, you have to eat unleavened bread and nothing. You cannot have anything leaving in the house, or once again you'll just kill over and die.
All right.
Imagine your neighbor visits you with some like leavened bread, walks in, and you're like, no! Just he just looks at you with a loaf of bread like, what the fuck?
I mean, if you hate your neighbor, just literally just throw some leavened stuff through the window and he'll die.
It's just like a really cruel grenade.
You know what the term holy hand grenade came from?
It's just a leavened loaf of bread. Just breaks through your window, lands on the ground, you look at it and you're like, well, fuck.
Good evening, Mr. Burns. Better not leaving the house. Yes. Hello, Mr. TV. Being stupid again. Do we ever do anything else? Especially I? Good stream. Hopefully. How do you eat if it's a two-hand staff?
You can still hold it with one hand.
I mean, you just
nowhere does it specify that it has to be usable.
But even then,
you just have to hold it.
Even then, you can just eat with your feet.
True.
Oh yeah, just as TV pointed out. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I mean, you can just grab like the end of it and then just drag it behind you all day. Like you don't even have to hold it up.
You have to wear shoes. Yeah, still, you can use your feet with shoes on to grab a fork or something. Didn't specify which type of shoes. Nails. A spoon on the shoe. Yeah, no, what are they called? The flip-flops, toe spread, or whatever the fuck they're. Those things that are barely
fish flops. Just put your feet in a fish. You get a god coming at night to murder people, and he just looks at you with fish on your feet, like he just looks at you with a really disgusted look on his face. He just looks at you with a really disgusted look on his face, like, you win this time, Jerry. You win this time.
Wear Crocs, not a holes for attachments. True, you could modify the Crocs to just be
you get a tactical grip. And a scope.
I mean, you could even use your arms. You're holding the staff, but you could use your arms to grab something. That would technically work. And also, you don't even have to use any kind of You don't even have to use what the fuck's the word for like fork, spoon, and all that? Why can't I think of it?
Yeah, I fucking.
You don't have to use any eating utensil. You can literally just taste in the food and just.
Oh my god! Yes.
Nice.
Battle crocs.
Mount an ACOG scope onto your crocs. Yeah. Spork. Yeah. Cutlery. Thank you. That's.
Oh my god! Wait, no, wait! I found a better one.
Oh no. Oh no. I'm pretty sure that's exactly what he was talking about.
Yeah. Oh my god! There's more. Why are people idiots?
The scope is not big enough.
Oh. They just keep coming.
Okay, well, this is gonna be a very unproductive episode, apparently.
Sure.
I was just about to ask about that link. Excuse me.
Where the fuck did everything else go? I've lost it.
Undo?
I am. Yup.
There's an undo arrow as well. You don't have to click on edit. You can even use the keyboard shortcut or next to the fucking magnifying glass. Okay, so you're just insisting on wasting your time. Okay. You know what? We don't need to watch this guy. We can just. How are you doing? How is it going?
Oh fuck! I actually formatted some.
Eris is gonna be busy for a while.
I found it. It's back. I'll keep
Your
the
penis?
Battle crocs. I'll keep the battle crocs happy. I forgot. God, just promoting himself. Oh, steel toe crocs. Yeah, they're pretty good.
Well, we have work to do.
Oh, not again.
That's what you not get paid for.
Yeah, true.
Well, I mean, I did pay you in advance in form of a Steam game. That counts, right?
Yeah, why not? Sure.
That's your salary for the next 5 years. Exodus 13. And the Lord Moses... what? And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying...
Lost a few words.
My brain already turned off when it just saw the word Exodus. It's like, oh god, not again.
Just we're 17 minutes in, and you're already scratching your head on basic words.
Exodus 13. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Sanctify to me every firstborn which opens the womb amongst the sons of Israel, as much of men as of cattle, for they are all mine. Okay, I think we've got enough Bible today. I think we can call it.
Alright guys, we'll see you next week. Roll credits!
Every firstborn which opens the womb. Just, that's one way to put it. I mean, instead of just every firstborn, because that's like the definition of a firstborn. As much of men as of cattle. Okay, so all human and all cattle firstborn must be sanctified to him.
I guess cattle aren't animals, so.
The first one be like, open the door. Yeah, I open up.
Open up.
And Moses said to the people, remember this day on which you were taken away from Egypt and from the house of servitude. For with a strong hand the Lord has led you away from this place. Thus you shall eat no leavened bread. Today you go forth in the month of new grain.
Okay.
Month of new grain? Is that the name of the month, or is it just a description? Because I'm actually curious what the calendar looks like. The first month is just the first month. The second month is the month of new grain.
I'm pretty sure first the month of when, grain.
Or maybe, yeah, or maybe that's still the first month. And when the Lord has brought you into the land of the Canaanite and the Hittite and the Amorite and the Hivite and the Jebusite, which he swore to your daddies that he would give to you, a land flowing with milk and honey, you will celebrate this manner of sacred rites in this month. Why is there... Okay, well, fuck you then. Fine.
That's brilliant.
For 7 days you shall feed on unleavened feast. No, wait, feed. For 7 days you shall feed on unleavened bread, and on the 7th day it will be the solemnity of the lard. So they're allowed to put lard on their unleavened bread.
That does not turn it leaven.
You shall consume unleavened bread for 7 days. Yeah, you just said that. There shall not be seen anything leavened with you, nor in all your parts. So you can't even shove it up your ass for some pleasure, huh?
Wow.
And you
I'm
will
glad they specified it.
And you will explain to your son in that day, saying, "This is what the Lord did for me when I was taken away from Egypt." And it will be like a sign in your hand, and like a memorial before your eyes. And so may the law of the Lord be always in your mouth. We need highlighting. For with a strong hand, the Lord has led you away from the land of Egypt. No fluffy bread allowed, no.
Oh, the Bible has ruined us.
No, the other way around. You will keep this observance at the established time, from day to day. Wait, you will keep this observance at the... Which observance are we talking about?
Yes.
The memorial. So the fact that they are only allowed to eat unleavened bread for 7 days, they have to do that every month? Is that what this means? At the established time? Like, this is a recurring thing, or at the beginning of each year, probably? Evenings, cat peasant. Yeah, I guess this is just that this is a recurring, what's it called? Tradition. Hello, Kappa Claus. Good evening to you too. And when the Lord has brought you into the land of the Canaanites, just as he swore to you and to your daddies, and when he will give it to you, then you shall set aside for the Lord all that opens the womb, and all that is the first to go forth among your cattle. Wait. Oh, whoa.
Hold.
Oh, this is different from what he said before. And when the Lord has... So basically, when you've been escorted to safety, into the land, into the safe land that was promised to your daddies, then you shall set aside all that opens the womb, and all that is first to go forth among your cattle. So, doesn't any child open the womb? So you're literally giving away all human children and all firstborn cattle. Because why is it specified the first to go among your cattle, but it's all that opens the womb? Or is the womb like a... You break that open once and then it's just open for anyone. Just... You're free to do whatever.
It's like that warranty sticker.
Child void if removes. What? Why do they have dog nights now? Where was that specified? What?
Canaanite, yeah.
It's the land of the Canaanites. That doesn't mean that there ever have been canine knights. It's just the land of them. You know, maybe that's just where the concept of them originated.
Yeah, I mean, look at Spain. You know, Spain is...
Yeah, they don't have any Spain. They're just called
it's
Spain.
It's not like there's Spanish people in there. You like that one, huh?
Whatever you will have of the male sex, you shall consecrate to the Lord. I just want to point out, I just misread that. You shall desecrate to the Lord.
Just respect your surroundings.
So whatever you will have of the male sex. So yeah, wait. Huh? Set aside all that opens to the womb. So all human children and all firstborn from the cattle. And then all male children you shall consecrate to the Lord.
Wait.
What? The firstborn of a donkey you will exchange for a sheep. Where? There's just the divine market where you just trade with God. Just and if you will not redeem it, you shall put it to death.
Wise.
But every firstborn of man among your sons you shall redeem with a price. Redeem? Exchange? Where? How? What?
They have an app on their phone.
Like stock market manipulation.
Yeah.
I'm gonna continue reading, maybe there's an explanation. And when your son will question you tomorrow, saying, "What is this?" you will respond, "With a strong hand, the Lord led us away from the land of Egypt, from the house of servitude. For when Pharaoh had been hardened and was unwilling to release us, the Lord killed every firstborn in the land of Egypt." How long did you take to realize what I said? Holy shit.
Oh, fuck.
The Lord killed every firstborn in the land of Egypt, from the firstborn of men, even to the firstborn of beasts. For this reason, I immolate to the Lord all of the male sex that opens the womb, and all the firstborn of my sons I redeem. Okay, so I just want to point out, now we're talking specifically about immolation. So before it was just that they're supposed to be sanctified, then they're supposed to be consecrated, and now they're supposed to be immolated.
Yes.
He's just slowly pushing the envelope.
Yes.
At first, it's just like, okay, you're gonna do something for me with your children. Don't worry about it. We'll talk about it later. And it's like, okay, so you will consecrate your children for me. And then when he's like, yeah, I guess I'm on board. Okay, set your children on fire for me. Isn't that the same thing? Is sanctifying setting on fire? I thought it was something different. Hold on. Let me check.
Maybe, what if... What if...
I thought that
what
was
if-
just basically the same as blessing. And
What
yeah.
if Skytus is just... Like, he's pushing it like a salesman, but like he's not a very good salesman, so he's pushing the limit and he's learning how far he can push it. It's like, you have to pay $100 for this, and they're like, okay, sure. They're like, and it's there's an add-on for another $100, and they're like, okay, yeah, sure, that sounds good. And he's like, maybe, but there's this extension you can get for another 100. They're like, okay,
you know what
yeah,
you sound
sure.
like? You sound like Dell customer support trying to upsell you the warranty.
Yes, that's what fucking God is doing. He's like, extended warranty.
Okay, so I'm checking right now, and from what I can tell, yeah, consecrating, blessing, sanctifying, all roughly means the same. Okay, so now let me check. As far as I know, immolate just means set on fire. Okay, immolate is basically sacrificing or burning. So yeah, a fire sacrifice. So that certainly escalated.
Just fucking burn it.
All of the male sex that opens the womb could mean only male mammals.
Burn the witch.
I
No,
don't
it
fucking know.
it specifies to the offspring. It's offspring of every woman.
Fucking type. Holy shit, brain. I'm already done. Immolating is a way of doing it. I mean, maybe I wouldn't feel very blessed if I was burned alive, but sure.
that's well, if you didn't, you will now.
Therefore, it will be like a sign in your hand and like something hanging between your eyes as a remembrance. So, like a unibrow? Or monobrow, or whatever you want to call it. Like, hanging between your eyes? As a remembrance. Because with a strong hand, the Lord has led us away from Egypt. And just point out, you will respond, with a strong hand, the Lord has led us away from the land of Egypt. Blah, 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 blah. Because with a strong hand, the Lord has led us away from Egypt. This is like top tier propaganda. Just keep repeating the same lies until they're believed.
Isn't that literally religion?
Why am I even here? We solved it. I can go home.
Roll credits.
In the Bible translation I read when I was a teen, it was translated as immolé. It wasn't translated as immolé, but rather porté en holocaust, which is, I think, has about the same meaning, having a religious connotation, while the former applies to about any fire. It's kind of odd word to use post World War II, when the version was edited. Just set your children on fire. So the question is, immolate all of them. It's not specified when. So do they at least get to experience the pleasure of circumcision, or are they just burned right away?
That's another one for the bucket. And then yeet into the fire. It's like there's a whole line of them where just a guy grabs them. It's like, you know, those like production line things.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I'm picturing a factory line with a conveyor belt, and it's just snip, snip.
Yeah, snip, just toss it behind you into a fire. Snip, toss, snip, toss.
Oh, no, wait. Oh shit, I tossed the ring into the fire.
That's just an iron grip.
The ring casted into the fire.
It's like when you watch those people of like those videos of like chefs, like expert chefs, like really quickly like gutting a fish or something, where they're like fucking sliding it about and quickly doing like shoo, 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 wah. They do that with a child. They just grab it and go snip and fucking toss it. But, like,
And so, when Pharaoh had sent the people away, Skytus did not lead them by the way of the land of the Philistines, which is nearby, considering that perhaps they might relapse if they saw wars rise up against them, and then they might return to Egypt. But he led them around by the way of the desert, which is next to the Red Sea. And the sons of Israel ascended, armed, out of the land of Egypt. Also, Moses took the bones of Joseph with him, because he had sworn to the sons of Israel, saying, Skytus will visit you. Carry my bones away from here with you. Wait. Oh, Joseph had sworn, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. And setting out from Succoth, they encamped at Etham. Etham. Your mom. In the most distant parts of the wilderness. Now the Lord proceeded to show them the way. By day with a pillar of cloud, and by night with a pillar of fire, so that he might be the leader of their journey at both times. These never failed. A pillar of cloud by day and a pillar of fire by night, in the sight of the people. Glad that we repeated what they were, because I already forgot. And so look beyond the gateway of blood and past the hell of fire. Bella waits for the hero of light to circumcise.
Oh yeah.
Exodus 14. Then the Lord spoke to Moses. Isn't this literally how Exodus 13 starts?
Yes.
Okay, almost literally. Then the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the sons of Israel, let them turn back and encamp away from the region of Hiroth. What the fuck? Did you edit this again?
No, I didn't.
Hiroth. Oh, wait, I gotta check something.
Hiroth.
Okay. Yeah, this is throwing me off because of this. Sure, I'm not even using this browser anyway.
What did you do where?
Hiroth or Hiroth or whatever the fuck the pronunciation is a city in Dungeon Siege. Are you okay?
How is that relevant to anything?
I just thought of it. Fuck you.
I've never even heard of this game.
Fuck you.
Yes, let me hide this
show yourself. Fuck off.
extremely obscure reference in the Bible. Let me just slip it in like a slug. This would have been so absolutely next level fucking shit. Oh my fucking god. Oh, why? What? I literally can't believe he's done this. Oh, it's not okay. I don't even know where he went. He just walked away. I wasn't listening to what he said. Now he's gone. And I'm here by myself. And I'm too lazy to continue reading. I don't even know where he left off. Fucking Dungeon Siege wiki. It's just fucking. Why would you even remember this? I can barely remember the name of the games I play. Never mind names of. What is this? A fucking city in the game? Fuck's sake. Oh. Okay, I'm done now. Does someone know how to summon Skytus back? Is there like a mating call or something that works? Like we need it. Is that like a you know those like duck whistle things that you like blow into and it sounds like a duck for like duck hunters? Can we get one of those for Skytus so we can lure him back into the stream? Because just imagine. Oh fuck. No one got any suggestions. Wow. So many people fucking contributed to the chat and no one has any idea on how to fucking summon Skytus back. Don't you guys like watch his other streams or something? Well, Mr. Burns, we'll see if that summons him back. I'm looking. I'm checking my watch. And, like they do when they're waiting for results. Yeah, I'm like looking at it, ironically, and it's not working. It's not.
Sorry, I got stuck in traffic.
Next. Oh wait, no, it did work. It worked.
Have you calmed down now? Are you okay again?
Mr. Burns knows how to summon you.
Yes, Mr. Burns knows what I like.
Does he have your pattern on file?
No comment. Let them turn back and encamp away from the region of Hiroth, which is between Migdal and the sea, opposite Baal Zeph. This is literally just really fucking Baal Zephon. I dare you to type Baal Diablo 2 into your search engine of choice and see what comes up.
I don't want to.
It is. No, you can't make this up. Dungeon Siege, literally, when it was made, was supposed to be a Diablo killer. They're basically the same genre, pretty much.
Well,
And Baal is the final boss of Diablo 2's expansion. You cannot make this up.
Coincidence? I think not.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put a comment here then. Just yep. So apparently the Bible was written not too long ago. In its sight you shall place your camp above the sea. Why is that a comma?
I like how it specifies above the sea. Hello, I am under the water.
And Pharaoh will say about the sons of Israel, they have been confined by the land. The desert has enclosed them. And I will guard. And I will harden his heart, so he will pursue you. And I will be glorified in Pharaoh and in all his army. And the Egyptians will know that I am the Lord. And they did so. What?
Can you just play this and play this on stream real quick?
I'm scared. Check if this is on the right output device.
Hello, how are you? I am under the water. Please help me. Here too much raining.
It's so bad, but at the same time, it's so brilliant.
And it was reported to the king of the Egyptians that the people had fled. And the heart of Pharaoh and his servants was changed about the people. And they said, why is this formatting so bad?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
And they said, what did we intend to do so that we released Israel from serving us? Therefore, he harnessed his chariot and he took all his people with him. All? So literally the entirety of Egypt is now after them. And he took 600 chosen chariots and whatever chariots were in Egypt. And also the leaders of the whole army. And the Lord hardened the heart of Pharaoh,
for fuck's sake,
king of Egypt, and he pursued the sons of Israel. Oops. But they were taken away by an exalted hand. And when the Egyptians followed the footsteps of those who preceded them, they found them in a camp above the sea. All the horses and chariots of Pharaoh and the entire army were in Hiroth, opposite Baal not dash Zephon. What? Wasn't it with a dash before? What the fuck?
What? Yeah, it was with a dash before.
Hold on.
Why is it? This is so fucking inconsistent. Oh, fuck.
There we go. And when Pharaoh had drawn near, the sons of Israel, lifting up their eyes, saw the Egyptians behind them. And they were very afraid. And they cried out to the Lord. And they said to Moses, perhaps there were no graves in Egypt, for which reason you took us to die in the wilderness. What is it that you intend to do in leading us out of Egypt? Is this not the word that we spoke to you in Egypt, saying, withdraw from us, so that we may serve the Egyptians? For it was much better to serve them than to die in the wilderness.
Ow.
And Moses said to the people, do not be afraid. Hold on. Do not be afraid. Stand firm and see the great wonders of the Lord, which he will do today. Like he's trying to advertise a circus.
Or his circumcision fucking line. His new circumcision service. It's like there's you get like a dentist and a doctor and a circumciser.
Do you also get these like bonus thingies where like bonus cards where the 11th one is free if you get 10?
You get like those like McDonald's coffee sticker. He gives you, he stamps it for you. It's like a little fucking loyalty card.
No, he just uses tags to pin down the foreskins as proof.
You just get like a fucking contactless fucking club card type thing.
For the Egyptians, whom you now see, will never again be seen forever. The Lord will fight on your behalf, and you will remain silent. And the Lord said to Moses, why cry out to me? Tell the sons of Israel to continue on. Now lift up your staff and extend your hand over the sea and divide it, so that the sons of Israel may walk through the midst of the sea on dry ground. Then I will harden the heart of the Egyptians so as to pursue you. And I will be glorified in Pharaoh and in all his army, and in his chariots, and in his horsemen. Sorry, horsemen.
Hmm.
And the Egyptians will know that I am the Lord, when I will be glorified in Pharaoh. Seriously? When I will be glorified in Pharaoh and in his chariots as well as in his horsemen. Could you be any more repetitive and redundant?
Would you like to scroll up a few?
And the right angle of Skytis, who preceded the camp of Israel, lifting himself. I just realized why I brought you on here, Terrence. You know why you're on this show?
Oh,
You're literally the love track.
fucking live audience. Oh, fuck.
Fucking live love track, let's go.
That's high production value.
And the right angle of Skytis, who preceded the camp of Israel, lifting himself up, went behind them. And the pillar of cloud, together with him, left the front for the rear, and stood between the camp of the Egyptians and the camp of Israel. And it was a dark cloud, yet it illuminated the night, so that they could not succeed at approaching one another at any time all that night. Wait. What? So there is a dark cloud that
Yes.
illuminates the night?
Yes.
And because it illuminates the night, they cannot approach each other?
Yes.
Or because the cloud, is the cloud like literally on the ground? It's just like smoke grenade.
Is it a fog they're referring to?
Yeah,
Has the concept of a fog not
just-
been invented yet?
I'm just picturing like in CSGO, like a smoke grenade, and both sides are just holding the air, waiting for the other side to push through. What the fuck? And when Moses had extended his hand over the sea, the Lord took it away by an intense burning wind, blowing throughout the night, and he turned it into dry ground. And the water was divided. Okay, so what did the Lord take away? The sea? Because the water was divided, but so the Lord didn't take it away by an intense burning wind? Or is the cloud now gone?
Is this... Wait.
Also, can I just point out how everyone says Moses split the Red Sea? He didn't. The Lord did it. What the fuck? Credit where credit is due.
Wow, yeah.
This is literal proof that Moses didn't do it. He was just like Skytis' apprentice.
Yeah, he was, yeah.
Was just doing as he was told and then just assisting.
Yeah,
He was his assistant, yeah. He was the lab assistant.
And everything he did, the other sorcerers did as well, so it's not like anything he could do was special.
Yeah. And the sons of Israel went in through the midst of the dried sea. For the water was like a wall at their right hand and at their left hand. And the Egyptians, pursuing them, went in after them, along with all the horses of Pharaoh, his chariots and horsemen, through the midst of the sea. And now the morning watch had arrived, and behold, the Lord, looking down upon the camp of the Egyptians through the pillar of fire and of cloud, put to death their army. And he overturned the wheels of the chariots, and they were carried into the deep. Therefore the Egyptians said, Let us flee from Israel, for the Lord fights on their behalf against us. And the Lord said to Moses, Extend your hand over the sea, so that the waters may return on the Egyptians, over their chariots and horsemen. What just happened? Don't worry, Moses will be punished for this. Oh, ooh.
Oh no.
So the people of Israel went through the now split sea.
Yes.
And then the
rest-
Egyptians went in after them. I'm assuming in, as in into the sea, so to speak. Just, or like, rather into the corridor in the sea. So they're
Yes.
now both trying to traverse through the sea in the narrow gap where the water split.
Yes.
Through the midst of the sea, yeah. And now in the morning, now the morning watch had arrived. Behold, the Lord looking down upon the camp through the fire and the flames, put to death their army. Okay, so Titus killed the Egyptians. Sure.
Yeah. That sounds about right.
Wait, there was one part that I was confused about, and now I can't even find. Oh yeah, and he overturned the wheels, and they were carried into the deep. What is the deep? The deep water?
I presume. I mean,
So,
it's not
like-
gonna be the deep soil.
So like they drifted off to the side and just went into the water? I don't know what else it would be, so it must be deep water. They're just losing control of their vehicle and drifting off to the side and then just going straight into the water.
Yeah.
And when Moses had extended his hand opposite the sea, it was returned, at first light, to its former place. And the fleeing Egyptians met with the waters, and the Lord immersed them in the midst of the waves. And the waters were returned, and they covered the chariots and horsemen of the entire army of Pharaoh, who, in following, had entered into the sea. And not so much as one of them was left alive. But the sons of Israel continued directly through the midst of the dried sea, and the waters were to them like a wall on the right and on the left. Wait, so they weren't even all the way through, they were just like halfway through, and then they start closing it behind them. But then going back, what does... where was it? The morning watch had arrived. What does that mean? Does it just mean it was morning? And at the morning, Skies decided, okay, let's close this? I thought morning watch was just referring to them, but I guess, no, it's just in the morning. Okay, so yeah, in the morning, Moses put out his hand and closed the ocean behind him, or the sea rather. And so the Lord freed Israel on that day from the hand of the Egyptians. And they saw the Egyptians dead on the shore of the sea, and the great hand that the Lord had exercised against them. And the people feared the Lord, and they believed in the Lord, and in Moses, his servant.
He wasn't even an assistant, he was just a servant.
Yeah, even worse. Exodus 15.
He's just upgrading himself and downgrading everyone else.
I mean, he's already at the top, so the only way to be better is to downgrade everyone else.
Yeah.
Exodus 15. Then Moses and the sons of Israel sang this song to the Lord. And they said, let us sing to the Lord, for he has been gloriously magnified. The horse and the rider he has cast into the sea. Shut up!
Wait, no, you shut up. You're supposed to be
wasn't done
singing
with
it.
my verse.
You're supposed to be singing it!
No, you're supposed to be singing. You're the laugh track.
I don't sing.
Yeah, okay. Maybe I was singing, I was just rapping. Rapping is a form of singing. Fuck you, I win.
You have a bit more rhythm with it.
Also, where does this end? Actually?
It doesn't.
How much are you expecting me to sing? I literally don't see the
Well, then you just sing until the fucking Bible ends.
literally on the next on the top of the right half of the page. This is like a freestyle rap. Let us sing to the Lord, for he has been gloriously magnified. The horse and the rider he has cast into the sea. I can't fucking rap. Fuck this. The Lord is my strength and my praise, and he has become my salvation. He is my Skytis, and I shall glorify him. He is the Skytis of my daddy, and I shall exalt him. The Lord is like a fighting man. Almighty is his name. I don't know how to flow and when to
It's brilliant.
just I think I would need to shut up.
We need this in a separate video.
I need to read this first, and then I can figure out how the flow of this goes, and then I might be able to do it. Now this is literally just going, and then, oh wait, this doesn't work, and then it's just as scuffed as the Bible. The chariots of Pharaoh and his army he cast into the sea. His elect leaders have been submerged in the Red Sea. The abyss has covered them. They descended into the depth like a stone. What? It's so bad.
Oh,
Your right hand, O Lord, has been magnified in strength. Your right hand, O Lord, has struck down the enemy and in fuck. I can't even focus on reading because I have to focus on the flows. And in the multitude of your glory, you have put down your adversaries. You sent out your wrath, which devoured them like stubble? What the fuck is stubble? Like, okay, like stubble. Okay, I know what stubble is, but how does that make any sense? You don't devour stubble unless you're a very weird woman that is very much into the facial hair of her man. Ah, yes, let me nibble on your beard stubble again.
See when you're editing this and you don't put like a sick beat behind this, I'll be disappointed.
No. Maybe I'll have the motivation to cut this together and you can do it. And by the breath of your fury, the waters were fuck me. And by the breath of your fury, the waters were gathered together. The flowing waves stood still. The abyss was gathered into the midst of the sea. The enemy said, I will pursue and overtake them. I will divide the spoils. My soul will be filled. And I will unsheath my sword. My hand will put them to death. I give up. You do the rest. Fuck you.
I don't sing.
Yeah, I don't either.
You just did.
Sing for your paycheck, monkey. Sing.
No.
Okay, no paycheck it is.
Son of a bitch. And you actually have gotten a lawyer.
Your breath blew and the sea covered them. They were submerged like lead into the mighty waters. Who is like you in strength, O Lord? Who is like you, magnificent in sanctity, terrible and... Stop distracting.
Can I just like point out? Imagine someone sees the Bible reading stream, joins, and just sees you fucking attempting to rap the Bible lyrics. Really, really badly.
Anyone that just tuned in and listened to that, you better follow the stream, come back next time and give me a subscription. This has to be worth your money, how dare you. It's called pain check. No. He doesn't get paid in anything. Terrible and yet praiseworthy. Accomplishing miracles? Wait, what?
If I behave, I get fed.
If you behave, you get beheaded.
Oh, no.
That sounded better in my head. You extended your hand and the earth devoured them. Wait, who? The singular hand?
Yeah, one whole entire hand.
In your mercy, you have been a leader to the people whom you have redeemed. And in your strength, you have carried them to your holy dwelling place. Can you do me a favor, Terrace? So this is I'm not sure if they sang a song and then they said this, or if this is supposed to be the song. So can you please figure out if this is the song? And if so, can you find any actual sung version of this?
Where does it start?
At the beginning of Exodus 15, basically.
Was it?
Just
wait. Oh, I think.
Just see if you can find anything, or if they ever actually sang this, because I'm starting to feel like this is not actually what they sang. This is
Song of Moses, Exodus 15. Yeah.
Yes. Let me guess. This is the one that I was thinking of that we had in school. what is it? Go down, Moses, way down in Egypt's land. Tell old Pharaoh, let my people go. Something like that. I don't know. There's a song like that. I don't remember more of the lyrics, but there's a song like that. Okay, so basically he reached out his hand and then the earth was like, nom.
My soul among lions? Wait, is that... Wait, I think that's the guy.
You just keep looking, let me know when you found something. In your mercy, you have been a leader to the people whom you have redeemed. And in your strength, you have carried them to your holy dwelling place. Peoples rose up and became angry. Sorrows took hold of the inhabitants of Philistia. Then the leaders of Edom were stirred up, and trembling took hold of the robust of Moab. And the inhabitants of Canaan were petrified. Let fear and dread fall upon them by the magnitude of your arm. Let them become immobilized like stone until your people cross through, O Lord. Until this, your people whom you possess cross through. What? You shall lead them in and plant them on the mountain of your inheritance, in your most firm dwelling place which you have formed, O Lord, your sanctuary, O Lord, which your hands have made firm. I just realized, never mind, this was from, no, this is where the page ends. It goes a little further even, okay, whatever. The Lord will reign in eternity and beyond. Hold on. What? Reign in eternity and beyond. To infinity and beyond. For the rider... Rider? No, he's a rider? Okay. For the rider Pharaoh with his chariots and horsemen was brought into the sea. And the Lord brought back upon them the waters of the sea. But the sons of Israel walked across dry ground in its midst. And so Miriam, the prophetess? Wait, there's actually a female version of prophet? I thought it was also just
I don't think
prophet.
there is, yeah. The more you know.
And so Miriam, the prophetess, the sister of double Aaron, took up a timbrel in her hand. What the fuck is a timbrel?
A piece of wood, question mark.
What? Oh, it's an instrument. Well, I can't describe it.
Right, okay, Skydis, hold. My entire life has been building up to this, and I've finally done it. I'm about to fucking kick, like, fucking cash in big time.
Oh wait, you actually sent me a message on Discord.
No, that was the song.
Yeah. Hold on. Is this the one I'm thinking? Wait, are they actually singing this? Is this actually... Hold on. No? But anyway, we better share this with the people, what you found. Whatever this garbage is. Okay, prophetesses were later on rebranded to witches. Oh. Okay. Well,
Nice.
Paris, there you go, you now have your role.
Oh. Okay, well, I'll take my leave now. I've achieved what I wanted to.
You can now go home.
Roll credits.
Okay, where were we? Wait. Hey Nagor, good evening. Yes, there's a song and I will... Oh yeah, Miriam is a prophetess, profiteering sister of double Aaron. Took up a timbrel in her hand. Okay, so I guess she wants to make some music. And all the women followed her with timbrels and dancing. And she prophesied, saying, let us fix this formatting. Let us sing to the Lord, for he has been gloriously magnified they're really obsessed with the phrase gloriously magnified.
Yes, because it's not just magnified. Oh no! We can't have that. That needs to be. There's a clear distinction that's been magnified gloriously.
Normal people, they just increase and multiply. Great people, they magnify. And amazing people, they gloriously magnify. The horse and its rider he has thrown into the sea. Then Moses took Israel from the Red Sea, and they went forth into the desert of Shur. Sure. And they...
that was so bad. That was just so smooth. It took it short. Sure. And and moves on swiftly. Fucking, you nonchalant motherfucker. Literally can't believe you've done this. Oh,
I can't read like this. How goes the preach thing? Well, I just finished my freestyle rap. Well, is it freestyle? I mean, the tempo was freestyle, the lyrics weren't, so not very good. No, it goes very poorly. I figured out that I'm not good at rapping.
He also gets interrupted like 6 times. I wonder who by.
And they wandered for 3 days through the wilderness, and they found no water.
Wow, they're dead. They're literally dead now.
Maybe this was just a miscommunication, and they were like, should we... what's this desert called? And he just thought they were asking, should we go here? So he was just like, sure. And that's why the desert is called Shur. And they arrived at Mara. They were unable to drink the waters of Mara because they were bitter.
Bitter? What? Why was the water bitter?
Hold on, I'm writing a comment.
Scared now. I have to keep this in the document because I can't read it.
Yes, the people of Israel were bitter, so they refused to drink.
Fucking. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Therefore, he also established a name befitting the place, calling it Mara, that is bitterness. And the people murmured against Moses, saying, "What shall we drink?" So he cried out to the Lord, who showed him a tree. What shall we drink?
Behold!
And when he had cast it into the waters, they were turned into sweetness. What? In that place he established instructions for him. Also judgments, and he tested him there. Saying, if you will listen, shut up. If you will listen to the voice of the Lord your God and do what is right in his sight, and obey his command, and keep all his precepts, I will not bring upon you any of the distress I imposed on Egypt, for I am the Lord, your healer. What the fuck? Okay.
Yes.
What is it, Terrace?
Yeah, I found it.
Are you okay? Do you need help?
No, I'm fine.
Okay. Okay, so they couldn't drink the bitter water, and then they were like, what shall we drink? And then Moses was like, yo, what should we do? And then the Lord is like, here's a tree. And when he, I presume Moses, cast it into the water, they were turned into sweetness. Who is they? The waters? I guess. Okay, so basically they put a tree in the water to turn it sweet. And now I get it. Hold on. Tree makes water sweet. Thank you. And that's why you're a professional.
I get paid for this.
In that place, he established instructions. Okay, so basically he threw a tree into the water and the water was sweet. And then Skytis also had some instructions and judgments. And he tested him, saying, if you listen to me and do everything I say, I will not have you, I will not impose upon you the same fate that I had for the Egyptians. Because I am your healer. This is like... This is a great quote. I am the Lord, your healer. Oh my god, terrace. We're gonna play... No, shut up and listen. And be amazed. When we play D&D with Egg, you will play a healer. And you will name yourself Lard. And whenever you introduce yourself, you say, I am Lard, your healer.
I just introduced myself as X's 1526.
I mean, that can be your nickname. Healer, dealer. Oh my god, just imagine if you were playing some MMORPG and then you just queue with random people and then the healer's like, I am Lard, your healer. Oh, this is so dumb. Then the sons of Israel arrived in Elam, where there were 12 fountains of water and 70 palm trees, and they camped next to the waters. That is oddly specific. Why? How is that relevant, and who counted that, and why are you telling this, and why, what, how, when, what?
Well, I'll tell you who counted it. Wait. Who wrote the book of Exodus?
You know what I like even more? How it continues.
It was written by Moses himself.
I'm just going to continue because there's something amazing. Exodus 16. And they set out from Elam, and the entire multitude of the sons of Israel arrived at the desert of Sin, which is between Elam and Sinai, on the 15th day of the second month, after they departed from the land of Egypt. So, let me just recap. They arrived at Elam, and there's 12 fountains of water and 70 palms. And then they left. The information has no relevance whatsoever.
So does about the fucking 3/4 of the Bible. Oh my god, we should make a Bible compressed edition.
That would be a lot of work, like actual work. You know that, right? I have a feeling that you wouldn't be able to stick with that. And the entire congregation.
I mean, if we just both do it after we've done, we just go through it again. But
yeah, like you even. First of all, as if I would remember half of what this was, and as if you even listen to half of what I'm saying, let alone remember.
Well, that's why we go through it again, but this time we shorten after we read each book section.
Maybe not. We'll see later. We still have about half the Bible to go. And the entire congregation of the sons of Israel murmured against Moses and double Aaron in the wilderness. And the sons of Israel said to them, if only we had died by the hand of the Lord in the land of Egypt, when we sat around bowls of meat and ate bread until filled. Why have you led us away into this desert, so that you might kill the entire multitude with famine? Then the Lord said to Moses, behold, I will rain down bread from heaven for you. Let the people go out and collect what is sufficient for each day, so that I may test them as to whether or not they will walk in my law. I think this was supposed to be lawn. How do you walk in someone's law?
Yes.
Bible TLDR edition. Wait. No, you wait. So, this is the part where they rain down the... I don't know what it's called. In German, it's manna. But I don't know if it's anything different. But yeah,
Are we playing an RPG now or something?
I believe it's written the same, but it's pronounced different. So in German, it's mana for the magic resource, but manna for the bread. At least that's what I was told in school, in religion lessons, like during religion education lessons, whatever the fuck. Is the bread leavened?
Well, if it is, they're just gonna drop dead.
I'm trying to figure out some pun that somehow ties the leaven part to the bread coming from the sky. I just fucking can't. Bread has leavened the sky or some bullshit. It's manna in German and English. Wait, with 2 N, are you sure? Because I'm absolutely certain that my religion teacher taught me that it's with 1 N. I'm absolutely certain, because I was so confused, because the pronunciation is different. Interesting. So I guess they just had a different translation, or they are just fucking stupid. Okay. But on the 6th day, let them prepare what they use for carrying, and let there be double what they were accustomed to collect on a single day. And Moses and double Aaron said to the sons of Israel, in the evening you will know that the Lord has led you away from the land of Egypt. And in the morning you will see the glory of the Lord, for he has heard your murmuring against the Lord. But as for us, truly, what are we that you would whisper against us? And Moses said, in the evening, the Lord... And you don't. The Lord will give you flesh to eat, and in the morning, bread in fullness. For he has heard your murmurings, that you have murmured against him. Yes, he has heard your spoken words that you spoke to him. Sometimes archaically spelled manna. Okay, there we go. It's just different translations, I guess. For what are we? Your murmuring is not against us, but against the Lord. Moses also said to double Aaron, say to the whole congregation of the sons of Israel, approach before the Lord, for he has heard your murmuring. And when double Aaron spoke to the entire assembly of the sons of Israel, they looked out towards the wilderness. And behold, the glory of the Lord appeared in a cloud. I just want to find... can we just figure something out? What is the glory of the Lord?
Yes.
Is he literally just flashing?
Oh, if he wasn't, he is now.
Fuck me. Then the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, I have heard the murmuring of the sons of Israel, saying to them, in the evening you will eat flesh, and in the morning you will be filled with bread. And I just like how it's in the evening you eat, but in the morning you will be filled. As if you eat the flesh, and then you wake up, and then all of a sudden it's bread in your stomach. I just converted it overnight. And you shall know that I am the Lord, your skytus. Therefore it happened in the evening, quails, rising up, covered the camp. Likewise, in the morning, a dew lay all around the camp. And when it had covered the face of the earth, it appeared in the wilderness, small and as if crushed with a pestle, similar to a hoar frost on the ground. I'm back. What happened when I was away? Skytus decided to spawn bread. That about sums it up. When the sons of Israel had seen it, they said to one another, Manu? What is this? For they did not know what it was. Oh, really? You don't fucking say. And Moses said to them, this is the bread that the Lord has given you to eat. This is the word that the Lord has instructed. Let each one collect as much of it as is sufficient to eat. Each omer for each head. What? Omer? What the fuck is an omer?
It is, yeah.
One omer for each head.
One whole entire.
Omer.
Sounds like money or something.
An ancient Hebrew unit of dry capacity equal to 1/10 ephah. EPHAH. Thank you! Ah, yes. a unit that is equal to 1/10 of another unit that I don't know. Often capitalized the sheaf, yeah. How much is 1 omer?
Please tell me it's something stupid as well.
Convert omer biblical to cups. So 1 omer, 1 omer is 9.3 cups in US cups. Whatever
What the
US.
fuck are US cups?
I don't know. There's a Wikipedia page for omer. The omer is an ancient Israelite unit of dry measure used in the era of the temple in Jerusalem. It is used in the Bible as an ancient unit of volume for grains and dry commodities, and the Torah mentions as being equal to 1/10 of an ephah. According to the Jewish Encyclopedia, 1906, an ephah was defined as being 72 logs, and the log was equal to the Sumerian mina, which itself defined as 1/60th of maris. The omer was thus equal to about 12/100th of a maris. The maris was defined as being the quantity of water equal in weight to a royal talent, to a light royal talent, and was thus equal to about 30.3 liters, making the omer equal to about 3.64 liters. Okay.
Wow.
Couldn't have made this any more difficult, huh?
Nope.
So that's 3.64 liters. Holy fuck. Bench got confirmed. Red obsessed chef. What? For Omer? What? 3.64 liters. Isn't that like a gallon? Watch out or I'm gonna hand out a ban. Okay, so you're allowed 3.64 liters per head. So does it mean males get twice the amount? According to the number of your souls which live in a tent, so you will take of it. Okay, so if you have gingers, they don't get any food.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
And the sons of Israel did so, and they collected, some more, others less, and they measured by the measure of an omer. He who collected more did not have too much, nor did he who prepared less find too little, but each one gathered according to what they were able to eat.
Skies,
Yes.
I'm gonna be right back.
Oh no.
Okay.
Should we wait for him? I mean, if he's gone, we don't have a laugh track, basically. So, a gallon, even not quite. A US gallon is 3.85 liters, 3.785. There are different types of gallon. Yeah. There's different types of several units of measurement. There's reasons. Like, many of the older, like, there's different pounds as well, I believe. Many of the older units of measurement, or like, are they all called imperial? I don't know, but many of the, I'll just call them older units of measurement have multiple interpretations depending on where you are in the world. Imperial gallon is 4.54 liters. It's like Dumber and Dumber. Me and Terrace are that. Not to be confused with US dry gallons. Well, they mentioned US dry gallons, I believe. It was specifically, wasn't it? Now, where did I find it? Yeah, the conversion was 1 omer biblical to cups dry US. That's the unit it's called, whatever. So, there you go.
Hey, Skies.
Hey, Terrace.
Can I come stay with you for maybe about a week or so? There's a spider in my bathroom.
How about you just call up me? He's an expert at getting rid of spiders.
do you have his do you have a contact number for me?
Yes, hold on. General, add me. Please join the stream. Terrace needs your help. Okay, I called him.
What the fuck? Hey, Mr. Burns, there's a gallon of gallons. You're welcome.
Like a dozen different gallons, all between 3.5 and 4.6 liters. Amazing. Just plain amazing.
Is that plane amazing or is that helicopter amazing?
No, plain, like plains of torment.
Understandable. So not hills. Just plains, okay.
And Moses said to them, "Let no one leave any of it behind until morning." And they did not listen to him, but they left some of it behind until morning. And it began to swarm with worms, and it putrefied. And Moses became angry against them. Not angry with them, angry against them. However the fuck that works. Kind of stretching it. The Roman conjus is viewed as a gallon, for instance. I'll just continue reading. Then each one collected
okay.
Then each one collected in the morning as much as would be sufficient to eat. And after the sun became hot, it melted. The sun wasn't hot back then. Just like one day the sun just stopped being an ice planet and just became a supernova or whatever.
This is when the sun became hot. Everything before then was just an eternal winter.
Or maybe this was all written by Moses, right?
Yeah, apparently so.
Maybe Moses is just like what is it called? Objectified? He's like turned on by certain objects and he's just like really into suns, and the sun has reached the age of maturity and he's like, oh fuck, that's kinda hot.
Just looks at the sun. Ew. Bends over.
Oh yeah. Also, hello Hex. Sorry, I got a little distracted. I have so bad internet I can't watch very well.
Haha, weak.
Have you tried? Presuming I have. Do I have transcoding? I don't have transcoding. Well, rip.
Wow.
Unlucky.
Aren't you supposed to be like good at streaming or something?
I literally have no say in that. If you're a partner, you get guaranteed transcoding. So if you can get me a consistent 75 plus viewers and I don't know how many subscribers, that's up to Twitch to judge, but basically, yeah, if you can get me good viewer metrics and all that, then I might become a partner and then I'll have guaranteed transcoding. As an affiliate, you have priority. But if there are no capacities available, yep, sucks to be you.
Alright, well give me like 5 to 6 business days.
Okay, yeah. So no, I don't have much of a choice. 60 FPS, wait, no, hold on, where was I? Sounds like one of these doomsday movies. The sun became very hot. But no. And partner, yeah, it's totally easy. 60 FPS for static image might be overkill though. Yeah, I'm just too lazy to change it between the things I'm doing. And 60 FPS is overkill, but the thing is FPS doesn't matter. The bitrate is what matters. I could lower the bitrate, but I'm just plain too lazy to change it. I just leave it on 6,000. Because maximum quality, I guess.
Wow, rude.
I haven't really experimented with changing settings while live, so.
What you drinking, you fucking alcoholic?
No, you.
Yeah, me, but that still doesn't answer the question.
I'm having. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, go on. Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, do it. Yeah.
Yeah, no, you were gonna say something.
Oh, well, it wasn't though.
Okay. I'm having. Well, there you go. Hex already answered it. There you go. Depending on your language, it's either cola or coke. Because that is just about the stupidest word ever. Like in half of the languages, it's coke, and in the other half of the languages, it's cola. It is.
Well, no. It's cola in every language apart from America.
Or no, wait, no, it's in Spanish. It's actually una coca.
Which is just cola.
Yeah, but it's a different word. In many languages, it's just cola. So I don't know. It's very weird. Last time I followed your advice and reduced my OBS window, everyone complained at me that the resolution dropped badly. Well, you gotta do it right. I don't know what you did. You probably listened to half of this, the advice I gave you, and ignored the other half. Reduce my OBS. I don't even know what that means. I literally have no clue. Oh wait, 2 omers for each man is a double portion. So 1 omer for each head, which means, yeah, 2 omers per man, I guess. Wasn't an omer like 30 liters? No, an omer is literally, I have it here, 3.64 liters. You speak Spanish? Depends on how much I feel like it. Sometimes I pretend I do.
Do you speak Spanish?
No, I don't speak Spanish.
Spanish.
Guy's advice don't work. You obviously followed it wrong because he's always right. Thank you.
There you go. That's the right answer.
It quite literally is. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time that somebody only sort of half-heartedly followed my advice and then in the process screwed everything over.
What?
No, that's not even what I was thinking of, but there's at least 2 people I can think of from the top of my head. But it doesn't matter. I'm not going to name any names. It's irrelevant. I'm just saying I'm used to that, and then people are going to blame me for their own shortcomings. And yeah, well, if you can't,
I'm just gonna make a website that says like,
yes, cat peasant. If you can't properly take my advice, then hey, that's not my problem. Screw you. But if you're going to be a little bit more specific, I might be able to help you figure out what you did wrong, Kappa Claus. Confuse the units. I did as well. Danish, yes. Hutu, Grievenings. I'm not going to name them. You're a very special kind of person, Skytus. Duh?
No.
I am the Ladior Skytus?
No. He's a very Skytus type of special.
Hold on. I think it is time. Time to unveil the secret. And I just realized there's another thing, whatever. Yeah, there's no sub badge flare for tier 2 and tier 3 subs, but don't do it. They're not worth your money. Screw me? Oh boy, I'm excited. When is this person gonna go to screw me? What is the secret? He is gay? Wait, what secret? What? But on the 6th day, they collected a double portion, that is 2 omers for each man. Then all the leaders among the multitude came, and they discoursed with Moses. Thank you, Terrace.
Yeah, you're welcome.
And he said to them, "This is what the Lord has spoken. Tomorrow, the rest day of the Sabbath, no, I know. I'm just thinking Sabbath kind of is better.
Terrace, the chatbot has come for your foreskin.
Terrace,
Oh no.
look at chat.
Yeah, very actively.
Maybe he meant secrets, like shrimps and the like. I don't know. I am confused. What are we even talking about?
I'm just drinking.
There's a spider problem. Can you?
Oh yeah. Me. And now I don't know how you can help. I mean, there's 2 ways you can help, right? Either I come over to you and I just kind of sleep there in your house for 5 days, maybe 7. Or you come to my house and you kill the spider in my
Terrace,
bathroom.
the chatbot has come for your foreskin.
It's the choice is yours.
Can't spell Sabbath without Abba. True. See, there you go, Terrace. Kill never. Rescue them. Terrace is scared of spiders. I don't know. Maybe he just wants to respect the spider's safe space? Spider problem used the vacuum cleaner. Spiders die from window cleaner spray. What the okay, now we're just... Okay, now it's just getting needlessly.
I have significantly more dangerous things than the window cleaner, I promise you that.
Yeah, wooden flashlights.
Just throw up a block of wood at it.
Okay, well, while me figures out a solution for you. And he said to them, this is what the Lord has spoken. Tomorrow, the rest day of the Sabbath has been sanctified to the Lord. Whatever would be done, do it now. And whatever would be cooked, cook it now. Then anything that will have been left over, store it until morning. And they did just as Moses had instructed. And it did not putrefy, nor were there any worms found in it. And Moses said, eat it today, because it is the Sabbath of the Lord. Today it will not be found in the field. Gather for 6 days, but on the 7th day it is the Sabbath of the Lord, for which reason it will not be found. And I just read the same thing twice, basically. Once again. This is actually getting confusing, because sometimes I think, wait, did I jump to the wrong line and read the same thing again? And then I realize, oh wait, it's the Bible. Why do more dangerous if they die easy? Well, I feel like window cleaner spray is more complicated than using a vacuum or just capturing them in a glass or whatever else.
I got an image as a response for fucking Hex.
There, it's on the screen. Maybe you open the doors with bombs too. What? Over in the Bible, yeah. About halfway. How far in did you... Wait, how far in did you get before you connected with Jesus? Who's Jesus?
About 10 centimeters. Thanks, Kappa Claus. That should be the response to the message below that.
10 centimeters.
Yeah.
10 centimeters.
With Jesus, about 10 centimeters.
10 centimeters into the Holy Bible. If I put...
Oh no! Help!
Wait.
Sky, this my dick is stuck in the Bible.
I mean, the Bible is kind of like magnificent, glorious, holy, and all that, you know? So if I put a hole in the Bible, is that a glory hole?
Yes. If it wasn't, it is now.
Maybe he's missing a component like an Ethernet cable or something. Jesus hasn't made an appearance yet. He's in season 2. No. We're literally in season 2. No, season 1 was the beginning, Abraham and Jacob. And now we're with Moses in Egypt and like the Great Escape, basically.
And triple A run.
And triple A run. Sure, we promote them. Why not? So yeah, maybe in season 3. We're currently already in season 2. But it gets a little confusing, so... And the 7th day arrived, and some of the people going out to collect it did not find it. I like how it just keeps saying it instead of actually referring to what it is. But I guess, yeah, reasons. Hello, Motka. Guys, what do you think about Allah? Nothing? Can I think nothing?
Yeah, you can. We're not at that book yet. We will get there eventually.
Yeah, it's just, yeah, it's the god of the of another religion that maybe we'll get to read his or her or their holy book at some point, but yeah, if it helps people to believe in that, sure. Then the Lord said to Moses, "How long will you be unwilling to keep my commandments and my law? See how the Lord has given you the Sabbath, and because of this, on the 6th day, he distributes to you a double portion."
Terrace, give you your foreskin now.
Give you, so you're asking Terrace to give himself his foreskin. Allah hasn't made an appearance yet either. Well, it depends if we're talking about the, what is it, the Muslim Allah or whichever religion it was, or if we're talking about Allah as in, I believe Allah is literally just God in another language. So, I mean, technically, talk about it all the time. So, yeah. Maybe next stream you are not drunk. I'm not drunk, you're drunk.
Speaking of
Thank you,
drunk,
Terry. What about God of... there's better gods. Will you read us the holy book of my religion? Only answer yes or no.
well, the
Yes
answer
or
is
no?
yes. I literally cannot believe you've done this. I should have expected this. I should have seen this from a mile away. The warning signals have been all there for the past year. And yet somehow this has eluded me to the point of surprise. Why is this so surprising that you've done this?
I am chaotic.
I literally, like, this.
Chaotic lawful.
My disappointment is immeasurable, man.
I don't even know what your fucking religion is, and I bet it sucks. So sure, why not?
Rude.
No, not you, guys. Wait, who's...
Hey, Nargo, do we get a PDF?
Is it in the public domain, first of all? Maybe his religion is anime. Okay, well, then I can answer the question with a decided no, never. Well, maybe not never. It depends on how much you're willing to pay, but I doubt. I doubt that you are able to afford that.
Sky's his anti-reaction video when?
Whenever you pay me enough.
I'll name your price.
I mean, my hentai reaction would just be, okay, people get off to this.
No, I'd want like a whole report after it.
Sure, I can report you as a pedophile.
Wait. Hold on a minute. I think we've derailed the train here.
Are you actually surprised, Terrace, or talking about me? Terrace is like half surprised and half just disappointed in himself that he didn't expect it, and half disappointed in me that I said this, and also half confused because he just listed 3 halves. And so when it comes to religion, not just religion, I said this several times. If people pay me enough, I'll do most things, sure, but
I am nowhere near drunk.
the price is high. Pepper Claus, are you saying Skydus needs to get stoned?
You know what you need, Skydus? You need to make
lard.
like a channel. No, you need
No, I need lard.
Yeah, that too. But you need like a channel on your Discord that way you like put things that people want you to do, and then you put a price, and have like just like a store where people can clearly see what they need to pay you to get certain results.
You know, that sounds like a lot of work because I would have to actually think of an exact number instead of just being like, okay, it's going to be somewhere in the thousands, so you're not going to be willing to pay it. So what's the point? So,
Yeah, but what if someone is willing to pay it?
Yeah, right.
Like, what if someone has more money than they have common sense?
I mean, that would be Cat Peasant.
Share.
It's a matter of appreciation. How much is a sauna stream? Well, let's see. I would have to go to some sauna. I would have to figure out I would have to get permission to film there, like stream, but basically, I mean, I would just tell them I'm filming because I'm not going to explain the whole streaming. I would also have to get enough mobile data that I can actually do it, because I currently, as I said several times, I have 200 megabytes per month. That doesn't get you very far for streaming.
Why do you have what? I pay next to nothing and I get 40 gigabytes.
How much do you pay?
Like nothing? Like fucking an equivalent of 10 euros?
What? How much?
Like the equivalent of 10 euros?
10 euros? You want to know how much I pay? Literally nothing.
I get everything pretty much unlimited.
it also, you have to realize that I basically have Wi-Fi everywhere. When I'm at home, I have Wi-Fi. When I'm at work, I have Wi-Fi. When I'm anywhere else, as if I'm anywhere else. And even if I am, then I'm usually there with other people, so I'm not using my phone. So, yeah.
See, I don't have Wi-Fi at work.
You don't have unlimited data. I literally have 200 megabytes of high-speed data, and then I get like, what is it, the 64 kilobits per second, or like the effectively unusable speed.
Well, you literally suck.
200 megabytes per month. And that is plenty fine. And I think until the beginning of last year, it was 100 megabytes. And I was also doing okay with that. I think I used it up twice in the
Wow.
7 or so. Yeah, let's say 7 to 8 years that I had this now.
I mean, I literally used like several gigabytes every
Yeah,
month.
because you do stuff on your phone.
Yeah.
All I do on my phone is messaging and maybe check the weather or like read a news article. I don't watch videos or do stuff like that.
Neither. I just use it for Discord. Just a lot.
Well, yeah, you also spend your entire life on Discord. I just
live
check
in
Discord. Is
Discord.
there any new message? Is there anything interesting I can respond to? Oh, nope. Okay, well, and that's it. Modem speed, so good. Yeah, totally.
Yes, dial up noises.
Yeah, please go ahead. I want to hear them.
Well, I don't have them handy.
You can imitate them, it's fine.
No.
See how the Lord has given you the Sabbath, and because of this, on the 6th day he distributes to you a double portion. Let each one remain with his own, and let no one go forth from his place on the 7th day. And the people kept the Sabbath on the 7th day. And the house of Israel called its name manna. It was like white coriander seed, and its taste was like wheat flour with honey.
I should take this pencil and sharpen it.
I'm currently watching a stream on my phone. My condolences. Then Moses said, "This is the word that the Lord has instructed. Fill an omer of it, and let it be kept for future generations hereafter, so that they may know the bread with which I nourished you in the wilderness, when you had been led away from the land of Egypt."
Moldy bread.
So they're literally just storing bread to keep for future generations, so they can be like, "Yeah, this is the bread that your great grandfather ate. It's completely moldy and disgusting, but here it is."
Well.
And Moses said to double Aaron, "Take one vessel and put manna into it, as much as an omer is able to hold, and store it in the sight of the Lord to keep for your generations, just as the Lord instructed Moses." And so double Aaron placed it in the tabernacle in reserve. Now the sons of Israel ate manna for 40 years, until they arrived in a habitable land. With this food they were nourished, even until they touched the borders of the land of Canaan. Now an omer is a 10th part of an ephah.
What the fuck just happened in the past, like, 3 lines?
Not just 3, what just happened in the past 10 lines? So they keep the bread for your future generations.
Yes.
And then he does so.
And then they ate,
and then they literally, and then it's just casually dropped for the next 40 years. They're literally just eating fucking random bread.
Is that same bread that he stored away?
No, I'm guessing there's new bread that rains every day, except for the 7th day, you know, on Sunday, because reasons.
Yeah. Not
And I also just want to point out, now they decide to actually share with us what an omer is. Extreme denial. Wow. You know better. Certain German with a god complex. Eris isn't German. For the Rhine.
Wait.
It was mentioned
Aww.
Omer change. No, it was a 10th of an F. That's also what it says on Wikipedia and whatever else I found. And so, sorry, Exodus 17. And so the entire multitude of the sons of Israel, having set out from the desert of Sin in stages, the fuck? Just can you not be fucking weird? Can you not be retarded? Formatting, please. Holy fuck. And so the entire multitude of the sons of Israel, having set out from the desert of sin in stages, according to the word of the Lord, made camp at Rephidim, where there was no water for the people to drink. And arguing against Moses, they said, "Give us water, so that we may drink." And Moses answered them, "Why argue against me? For what reason do you tempt the Lord?" And so the people were thirsty in that place, due to the scarcity of water. And they murmured against Moses, saying, "Why did you cause us to go out of Egypt, so as to kill us and our children, as well as our cattle, with thirst?" Then Moses cried out to the Lord, saying, "What shall I do with this people? A little while more, and they will stone me." And the Lord said to Moses, "Go before the people, and take with you some of the elders of Israel, and take in your hand the staff with which you struck the river, and advance. Lo, I will stand in that place before you, on the rock of Horeb, and you shall strike the rock, and water will go forth from it, so that the people may drink." Moses did so in the sight of the elders of Israel. I will stand in that place before you. So he will literally be there, but he's just letting Moses do the work because I'm not gonna lift a finger.
Maybe he's teaching him as his replacement.
Ooh, that's a good theory. Isn't Sabbath on Saturday? Do I look like I'm educated? I think the laugh track broke again. Only bread before scurvy. Magic bread.
Just bread, okay?
They have all the mana that they need. So they're being very nice people. All nutrients and micronutrients. Moses wants an ancient Bear Grylls. Moses was a fucking stoner that just heard voices in his head.
And just waved a fucking stick around.
No, it's not a stick, it's a serpent, and he thinks it's a stick. He's just lucky.
Just lobbing about a dead snake. And behold, slaps on a rock.
It's been 40
It
years and
just flops like a wet sock.
it's been 40 years and people are still mad that they left Egypt. Maybe the glasses create delusion. That is quite a good point. I actually should point that out. Yes. Wait, where is it? I should point this out because now that you say it, of course, but I didn't even realize it. People are still mad after literally over 40 years. Grow the fuck up. Why did you take us out here? So we literally die of thirst. Only 40 years later. Like what? Oh, how dare you? We could have spent those 40 years in servitude and then just not die of thirst. They were so fucking unreasonable now that I think about it. This is so dumb. Holy shit.
I like how it took you a while to fucking realize this.
It didn't take me a while. It took me Mr. Burns pointing it out. I didn't even realize, but yeah. Moses, want to see my snake? 1635? What about 1635? Yeah, it says 40 years. I don't know what you're trying to point out, honestly. And he called the name of that place Temptation. So now we're going with English names all of a sudden?
Nice.
Because of the arguing of the sons of Israel, and because they tempted the Lord, saying, "Is the Lord with us or not?" And Amalek came and fought against Israel at Rephidim. Who? Can you please do a Control F in the...
Yeah. I'm Amalek. No, that's not a person. It doesn't
Did you
exist.
spell it correctly? I can't see. It's kind of pixelated.
Amalek.
What the? Yeah, okay. Well, okay. So a random person just comes along and fights the people of Israel. And Moses said to Joshua, who's Joshua?
What about it?
Who's Joshua? I don't recall seeing that name. Please.
How do you Josh? Is it Josh?
Yes.
No, yeah, that's not a person either.
Literally not even introduced. Also not introduced. Great writing. And Moses said to Joshua, choose men. Become gay.
Holy fuck.
Well, I think this needs some highlighting.
Yeah, that's it.
And when you go out, fight against Amalek. Tomorrow, I will stand at the top of the hill, holding the staff of Skytis in my hand. Joshua did as Moses had spoken, and he fought against Amalek. But Moses and double Aaron and Hur. Can you please find her in the graph?
Her. It's looking for. There's a lot of things that. Her. No. There's no her.
There's only him. I wonder who else is at the top of the hill. I am so confused. Okay, so we just have 3 random people that just are of some significance, and 2 of them are fighting.
Nice.
And Moses and double Aaron and her ascended to the top of the hill.
Are they like recording it for YouTube or something?
And when Moses lifted up his hand, Israel prevailed. What? And when he released them a little while, Amalek overcame. He released them? From what?
What?
And just for a little while? And then he just captured them? So he was like, okay, you are no longer my servants. You're now free to go. Okay, now come back.
Yeah. He like reset them. Was that like a fucking control a fucking something reset? Like when you're playing RimWorld. It's like when you're playing RimWorld and your guy's doing what he's not supposed to do, so you quickly draft him and undraft him so he looks for another task to do.
I don't fucking know. Then the hands of Moses became heavy. And so, taking a stone, they placed it beneath him. And he sat on it.
Powers.
Wow. And everybody clapped. Then double Aaron and Hur sustained his hands from both sides. And it happened that his hands did not tire until the setting of the sun. What in the actual fuck am I reading? And how does this have any relevance to anything? What the fuck? And what is that image? I'm assuming that's some kind of like from some game, a reference?
The Age of Empires.
Yeah, I was just about to say, it's some strategy game. My bet would have been on Stronghold, but I don't fucking know any of them, basically. And Joshua put to flight Amalek and his people by the edge of the sword.
Fucking stabs them.
I just want to point out, has it ever been mentioned that they used swords?
No.
It's like, this might actually first mention of a weapon.
I think it is, yeah.
It might quite literally be the first mention of a weapon. He doesn't know.
Definitely
No,
mentioned there's no sword.
I don't. Then the Lord said to Moses, write this as a memorial in a book and deliver it to the ears of Joshua. For I will wipe away the memory of Amalek from under heaven. And Moses built an altar. And he called its name the Lord, my exaltation. For he said, the hand of the throne of the Lord, and the war of the Lord will be against Amalek from generation to generation. Okay, so they introduce in verse 7 of this, and in verse 16, it's basically, they don't even introduce it. They just mention the name, and they just assume, yeah, it's just known that everybody knows they're the antagonist, and now we fight to death.
That sounds about right.
I can't even articulate my thoughts about how dumb and random and just confusing this is. They literally just drop a name, and then it's like, and this is the antagonist, apparently, and we fight him. For
It's like
reasons.
See, you know what this reminds me of?
The Bible?
You know how like you start doing something well, and the longer you're doing for, the more you want to finish it, and then the worse it gets.
Kind of like jerking off.
No, it's it's not. I got a perfect image for what this
What
like.
is that?
This is the Book of Exodus. This is an accurate representation of the Book of Exodus.
Put this in the Exodus box and just put text over it, Exodus in a nutshell. And maybe put like on the left Exodus 1 and on the right Exodus, well, whatever the last one is. So that it's understood. Like, put some context to it, but yes. For I will wipe away the memory of Amalek from under heaven. Maybe putting it into the Bible didn't really help the cause. Well, okay, so you don't understand this. Let me check before I say anything wrong. The Lord said to Moses, write this as a memorial and deliver it, for I will write. The Lord literally told Moses, write this down, because I will erase the memory of him. It wouldn't be the first time that the Lord is being kind of weird, random, and inconsistent. You know, there was this one time, a little bit earlier in the Bible, maybe you still remember, where the Lord was like, you know what? All men are evil. I'm just going to wipe them all out, except for one of them. And then I'm just going to ask him to repopulate the earth.
Oh, fucking do it again. When did this whole thing start?
Well, what do you mean? This is the entirety of Exodus.
Oh, all right. The whole entire, right? Understandable.
Yeah, I don't know what else you were trying to do. Yeah. Yes, Noah, exactly. How far does Exodus go?
How far does it go? That's a good question.
Book of Leviticus. Oh god. 40 apparently. Exodus 40, yes.
Text.
Oh yeah, right. Hey,
I'm a graphics designer, I promise.
I hope that you all have better Twitch TV installed and animated emotes enabled, because I have something great to share with you.
Yeah, it is wonderful.
But you need BTTV and you need to have animated emotes enabled. So, if you don't see it, sucks to be you. I think we can leave it at that.
Nice.
Ah, yes, money.
Currency can be exchanged for goods and services.
Okay, well, we should probably call it here. Actually, you know what? We can use this. We can ask if anybody's interested in D&D.
Oh no.
It'll be a very chaotic group. So, I mean, just think about it. If Terrace and I are in it, it's not going to go well. And then there's more people that also just.
Also, our DM is going to be the most spiteful person you've ever met. He's just going to be DMing out of pure spite.
So yeah, if you can be reliable and you're willing to read into it, if you haven't already, into how D&D works and some of the lore, and you're interested, no, let us know. Maybe you can join the group. We'll figure it out. It can be reliable. Head person out. Well, I didn't say consistent. I said reliable. As long as you say, okay, I won't have time for the next month, but in 35 days I will be available, and then you don't just not show up, then that would also work.
That sounds like reliable, yeah.
But yeah, anyways, probably gonna take a while before we get that started. I would assume, just based on how long people need to get ready usually with anything. I think I'm gonna do something else before I end the stream though.
Oh no, it's gonna. Oh no. This stream is about to turn R-rated.
No. I mean, you're free to leave now. You are no longer needed.
Understandable.
You are free to leave and multiply.
I'm being fired. Help.